Hey, it's noon on Valentine's Day, and this is news that you can use from YAA with your hosts, Zach and Ray. And well, let me just say, Cupid has got nothing on us, buddy.
All right, Pops. Here's the deal.
Yeah,
We got a chip shortage update.
yeah,
And it's not looking so hot. Now,
yeah.
we wanted to turn things around just a little bit. It's a fun day, Valentine's Day, right?
Oh, it is. It is.
Starting it off here.
Cupid is stupid.
You don't even know this.
What?
We're offering 20% discount this week, 1 week.
Yeah.
Use the code LOVE. That's all you got to do. Just use the promo code.
Wow.
Love.
Where'd this come from?
And then you get 20% off. You said it on Saturday night stream.
Yeah.
So what did I do? I brought it into existence. Valentine's Day, use the code LOVE.
Yeah.
That's the only promo we're doing this entire show. Code LOVE. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there.
20% off.
20% off.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
the chip shortage, man.
Yeah.
And
No, but I can't wait to get one of those injected into me.
no.
When I get older. Yeah.
No. Why conspiracy theories? Like, of all things that we should talk about on the show, why conspiracy theories? Like John K. He says, "Hi guys, what's going on?" Not conspiracy theories.
I want my chip.
All right, can we talk about what's going on?
I mean, if they're good enough to put them in dogs and cats, I mean, what the hell?
Here's the update.
As you get older, your mind goes a little bit. I might not know where I wander to. Wouldn't it be nice if I had a chip? Somebody could scan it and they go, "Oh, it's time to call Zach." Apparently not.
No, keep going.
No.
I'm obviously not triggered.
Not at all.
What's the update this week, Dad, on the chip shortage front? Let's call it the car shortage front as well. What's the bad news?
The bad news is it's getting worse.
Yeah.
Again, it's getting worse again. Apparently, everybody at the beginning of the year just took happy pills, and they were hoping. And from the beginning of the year, where they thought there was going to be very few cars, we're 6 weeks in. Maybe 7, 6.5, whatever it is. And now the projection is up to 1,253,000 vehicles that will be lost to production this year.
Yeah.
Due primarily to the chip shortage. And then, because of the issues that were going on at the Canadian border in Detroit, there were supply chain issues where trucks couldn't get here with parts.
Can we put this into context for a second?
What context?
We have already lost in 6 weeks 527,000 vehicles. Okay.
Yeah, that's like 100,000 a week.
527,000. The original projection for the entire year.
Yeah.
So this is the great thing about this page. You just scroll down.
Okay.
Here's last week's update.
Yeah.
Here's the week before that. Let's go to the first week of the year.
Okay.
Here you go. 110.
110.
The total projection was 767,000.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not good at math.
Yeah.
Legitimately. I've proven that multiple times on this show.
You've got you, my friend, have some grades that prove it as well.
This is very true.
Yeah.
We're going to do that divided by that.
Yeah.
We're already 69% of the way there because we've already lost 500. We're 6 weeks in.
Yeah.
And there's how many weeks in a year?
52.
So we're
still not good at that. And do you know the sequence?
So we are 12% of the way through the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we've already hit 69%
of the projection.
Either the projection's off, or it's a simulation of more than 12% of the year.
I'm thinking that the happy pills wore off that everybody took on January 1st.
And we're starting to hear the talk from the automakers start to change as well. If you remember, end of last year, Toyota saying, "Hey, we're going to be okay." Subaru saying, "Hey, we're going to be okay." Ford saying, "Hey, we got this new partnership with XYZ. We're okay." GM, we got a new.
None of them are okay.
No, none of them are okay. No. You saw that article in Automotive News, the one I'm referring to?
The one that said Ford's going to shutter some plants this week?
Not only that, but also what's going on with all the Japanese automakers. I don't know if you got a chance to peek at this chart, Dad, but it's incredible. Here's the change year over year in sales and operating profit.
Just in the third quarter.
And you can see Subaru. Yeah. They were the darling.
They had been for 12 years.
They're struggling more than they ever could.
Yeah.
Could imagine.
Yeah.
The number of vehicles that they sold just down.
Look at that. Mitsubishi. They reversed their losses, their previous losses.
Mitsubishi is the only automaker from Japan that has actually done
Mazda
better than expected.
Mazda.
No, but look, Mazda's
up 15%.
I know, but their global vehicle sales were down.
Yeah.
30%.
Look at Nissan. Up 93% in operating profit.
vehicles sold
for a company
16% down.
that was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So automakers are figuring out ways to make more money, but still, they don't have as many cars as they'd like to be selling. Far, far from it.
Oh no, and there's not as many cars out there for the public to look at and buy, so that the prices might come down.
And Toyota, excuse me,
You're much better.
I feel much better.
Yeah, you look it.
The news from is that have I not been looking good?
I like your hair today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. How's my beard look?
It's getting there.
I'm sure.
We can green screen a beard for
Yeah.
you some other time. I was gonna say Toyota.
Yeah.
Their profits were down 21% last quarter,
Yeah.
and they revised down their expectations for the rest of this year. So anyway, long story short,
Yes.
we haven't necessarily even seen. There were some partially better numbers. There was some kind of better positioning language coming out from automakers that lasted for about a month.
Okay. Can I say this?
And
I
now,
don't know that I can say this on live broadcast YouTube,
Huh.
but apparently
no cursing.
Apparently, what we saw at the beginning of the year was a WAG from Auto Forecast.
Oh, a
Solutions.
wild donkey guess.
A wild donkey guess. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I mean, if we're going to guess, let's guess positive.
Who wins by? I'm trying to think. Like, who wins by saying that the chip shortage is going to be, mitigated? Like, I think everyone. No, there's no winner by saying, "Hey, things are better," and then they're obviously not.
Yeah. No, it just prolongs the misery.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of it stems from there was that Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson movie a few years back, military movie, A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
Where Jack Nicholson says on the stand, "You want the truth? You can't handle the truth." And I believe that most manufacturers and most organizations that report on what's going on, they're afraid that the public can't handle the truth. So rather than give them the truth, they try to sugarcoat the truth, where we'd all be better off if we just, I don't know, dealt with the reality.
And I think what we're seeing and what we're going to tell you is that David Chow
Yeah.
says towards the end of this year, things will look better.
Yes.
The moment we see data that looks better, we'll report. We have no expectation. This is why we think I think used car prices will go back up again in the spring.
Yes.
Until you solve the supply side of new cars, what's there to do on the used car side? So anyway,
Yes.
not good news on that front. Now,
Okay.
we do have some good news on the supply chain side of things. We have this headline in Automotive News, Pops, which is also a headline not only in Automotive News, probably
around the world.
exactly.
Yeah. At least here, as far as the world's concerned in North America.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
This is major news in
Because
North
this
America.
is the only part of the world that really matters to us.
U.S.-Canada bridge reopens as economic crisis comes to an end. Mayor of Windsor, Ontario, in a statement Sunday declared the blockade over.
Yeah.
I've declared a lot of things over, and then other people
Yeah,
didn't listen, but
yeah,
that's okay.
yeah.
The Ambassador Bridge was reopened at 11 p.m. Eastern time, according to the owner of the bridge.
I
So-
wish I was the owner of the bridge.
I do too.
Yeah.
So run us back, Dad, on what happened here, the implications of it, the challenges, and obviously now there's an end to the blockade.
Yeah, well, that was it. It was a blockade. The truckers in Canada took it upon themselves to protest the mandates in regards to COVID, and decided, well, we're going to destroy the supply chain for both the Canadian companies and American companies, and we're going to stop commerce from happening. I mean, seems perfectly fair to me.
Hey,
That
whether
just because you don't like something that, well, I don't know, you should impact everybody else just because you don't like it. It doesn't sound too childish to me, but that's just me. And
I was going to say we're not here to pass judgment on this, but what the implications were on the supply chain, I think, are important to.
Do I pass judgments
I'm turning
all
on
the
this light.
time? Oh yeah, I think you should. So anyway, a judge in Ottawa said that that they could make the crowd disperse, and the military and the police moved in, and they've arrested some people, and they've towed some vehicles, and they've opened up the bridge, and hopefully there won't be any further disruptions. And because that's another factor that impacts the supply chain for automotive manufacturing in Michigan and other parts of the United States, when those parts that are being produced in Canada can't make it to the manufacturing facilities in the rest of North America.
Yeah, I mean, Ford had even been talking about instead of doing trucks across the border, they were going to,
They were going to
use
ship
airplanes.
yeah, now they won't pay extra to get the chips that they can, but if need be, they'd fly in the parts instead. So it just seems to me that they pick and choose what they're willing to spend their money on.
Absolutely.
There would not be as much of a manufacturing shortage for automakers if they would buy the legacy chips from the third-party sources that have them, but they would have to pay more for them that way. And well, their protest is, we're not paying more, we'll just make less cars. They've made a business decision that's not going to pay more. And truth be told, they could make the same business decision that they will pay more and increase the MSRP of the cars accordingly based on the increase in cost of manufacture.
Scott, thanks for this comment. In Windsor,
I'm sorry.
in Ottawa, the
Yeah.
protests in Ottawa are still
Yeah.
going strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good point. It's happening in multiple locations
Yes.
At our Canadian border. And I think this is it's an important moment to realize that we still have this global supply chain. Obviously, with the pandemic, that led to the chip component being the shortage. Things can go awry still. And if you think about it, with it being a global supply chain, we've got one piece that's broken. We've got another example of another piece that can break.
Yeah.
There are third, fourth, fifth, sixth other pieces that could break as well.
There's-
This is why
Yeah.
I stand behind automakers are agreeing. This is the new normal. This is absolutely the new normal. We're going to see more and more pushback against the dealership model, against they have hundreds of cars on the lot. We're going to see more and more pushback because they're realizing how fragmented and fragile these systems are, and they're recognizing the best profits they've ever had before. This is the new normal, I think, at least.
Okay. I disagree, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 70, you're 26. There could be a reason that we see things differently. That's all.
Now, this is
Yeah.
interesting. Hoosier Daddy says, I don't think a lot of people can afford EVs. And this kind of leads me to the next point, which was, did you watch the Super Bowl last night? I know we watched a little bit together and then I was coughing so much I had to go home. But
Yeah.
did you end up watching, the rest of the game?
I did.
Okay. Automakers
Yeah.
spent $110 million on ads.
That's all.
That's all
Yeah.
last night.
I mean, it's $6.5 million for every 30 seconds.
$110 million. Justin put this together this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, what does this say? Promo code? I don't know. I'm going to type in love and
20.
save
You're
20.
supposed to-
No, Dad,
Just love?
just love.
Okay.
Come on, we talked about this
Yeah.
at the beginning, remember?
Yeah. You know why? Because we did this for Valentine's Day.
Anyway,
because
just
we
put
wanted
love
to
in.
show we wanted to show our love
There it is.
to our members or new members or people that are considering
joining the
becoming
community.
members. Yes.
All right, $110 million. Now, here's the deal, Pops.
Yeah.
All the automakers that put out ads,
Yeah.
you know what they were for?
EVs.
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 BMW.
Yeah.
EVs. Arnold Schwarzenegger as Zeus.
Okay.
General Motors.
Yeah.
Talking about, there was a whole ad. It
Yeah.
ended with built on the Ultium platform. I don't know if you remember that, but it was a whole ad about the and you know what they showed?
Can I admit to something?
Uh-huh.
I watched the game. I don't really recall watching any of the commercials.
You watched this one. It was while we were at
I
your
don't
daughter's
remember
house.
it. That is how strong of an impression that it made on me. I don't remember.
This one was, Dad. This was like all of the B-roll scenes of someone driving on I-95, like Easy Pass and like buildings. And I think what they were trying to convey is that you can go a really far distance on one charge. That's how I interpreted it.
Yeah.
And then it was for the Chevy
Well,
Silverado
apparently
EV.
I didn't interpret it at all because I don't remember.
Austin Powers goes electric.
I
That was the
remember
other
that.
one.
I remember him. Yeah, that was a funny one.
Kia with the EV6.
I remember that one.
Okay, so you just said a second ago, I don't remember any of them. And now I'm
Well,
listening.
apparently now that you're stoking my memories, yeah, I remember the robotic dog jumping off the building and running out of power, and then they used the car to charge it.
Okay, so why are you saying you don't remember them? You remember.
I don't remember the Silverado one. Okay.
The Silverado one
And
was pretty-
Zeus, I sort of remember, but I don't know what the hell the point was.
Nissan was for the Aria,
Yeah,
right? Like every single Polestar had their
Yeah.
own ad,
yeah,
which really was kind of meh, if you ask me. Like, it
Yeah.
didn't really do much. Toyota,
yeah,
all right, they were the only one who did combustion only. There were no EVs
yeah,
in Toyotas. That being said,
yeah.
they also spent millions. I mean,
Yeah.
15, 16, 17, $18 million for the Paralympics one, which I thought was like interesting. It tore
Yeah.
at my heartstrings,
Well,
obviously,
of course,
tugged at my heartstrings, but like,
that's
anyway,
that's the whole concept involved in commercials these days is you're not selling a product, you're selling an emotion.
the reason I bring this up is because,
Yes.
to Who's Your Daddy's point, no one
Yeah.
can afford EVs.
Yeah.
I don't know what the automakers are thinking. All they're doing is spending hundreds of millions of dollars.
110 million last night.
$110 million to promote EVs, which I found to be fascinating.
Yeah. You know who didn't have a commercial?
Who's that?
Tesla.
Yeah, no commercial. And you know what the folks in the Tesla boardroom must be thinking? Like, we did this.
Yeah.
Like, good
They're
job,
doing this
Kia.
It's
Good
all
job.
because of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought it was fascinating to see the proliferation and the push towards EV was really personified last night. There was also obviously like crypto ads and things like that. So
yeah,
like the future's right in front of us is kind of what it seemed like to me.
I'm pretty sure the future's always right in front of us. That's why it's the future.
All right. Can we move on to the next topic?
Only if you insist. I guess you're mad at me for saying
It's
the future's
okay.
always in front of us.
Did you read this article?
Which one? Yeah, LIFO. Last in, first out. Accounting.
This was on the front page of Automotive News this morning. Why the inventory crunch has car dealers seeking U.S. relief from big tax bills. Thousands of car dealers are facing a LIFO tax bomb. Can a diverse coalition,
like a nuclear bomb,
convince the U.S. Treasury Department to activate a never-before-used provision in a 42-year-old law for relief? What the heck is going on here, Dad?
Well, apparently you could defer your taxes and tax liabilities for years and years, if not even decades. And money goes into a pool eventually so that those taxes will get paid. And well, because there was such a limited amount of inventory, the last in, first out rule of calculating inventory for tax purposes is, well, there's a huge tax bill coming due. Because there is no inventory. So dealers are concerned, even though they all made record profits last year.
Yep.
Huge record profits, double their profits in many cases. Well, now they don't like the fact they'd actually have to pay their taxes on that profit. And I understand that the government works in strange ways and comes up with many, many ways to encourage businesses to remain in business and do things that will help to expand jobs and things like that. But damn it, let them pay their taxes.
Yeah, so let's take a quick peek at this. Automotive News did a bit of
we operate in a deficit every year. Would the deficit be smaller if instead of deferring taxes, people actually paid the taxes, corporations and all?
Let me read the basics.
Could that possibly make any?
What is LIFO and why is it a threat? Last in, first out is a widely used accounting method to track the cost of inventory and has been employed in the U.S. since before World War II. It can be beneficial to retailers of large ticket items whose costs normally increase over time. About half of all franchise dealerships in the country use LIFO to track at least some part of their new inventories, new vehicles, used vehicles, and parts. The new vehicle calculation is at issue. How it works.
Yes.
LIFO presumes, for accounting purposes, that when a vehicle is sold from inventory, it was the last vehicle and therefore the most expensive on a wholesale basis placed into inventory, regardless of when it actually arrived or its actual wholesale cost.
Mm-hmm.
As long as inventories are stable, LIFO defers income tax by lowering the profit margin.
Called mine something.
What?
You're just mind screwing yourself. You're just pretending.
That's one way to think about it. As long as inventories are stable,
we're going to create a way for you to say it was more expensive than it really was because, well, it'll make you feel better and you'll pay less taxes.
No, I mean, yeah, that's the whole point. Let me get through. As long as inventories are stable, LIFO defers income tax by lowering the profit margin between the wholesale cost and the revenue received. It creates a pool of the deferred income referred to as the LIFO reserve, and which is calculated every year. Not to be
confused with a life preserver.
That must eventually be accounted for and taxed. Normally, this clearing of a dealership's LIFO pool, which would stretch back decades, would occur when the dealership either switches to first in, first out accounting, changes hands, or closes when all of its assets are accounted for and taxed. What is the issue? Historically low levels of new vehicle inventories in 2021 caused by the pandemic related production issues meant that many dealers sold all or nearly all of their new vehicles, greatly reducing their LIFO reserve pools not to be mistaken with,
They're life preservers.
and making that long deferred income suddenly taxable at the federal and potentially state level as regular income. Small dealerships, especially, are facing massive increases in their 2022 income tax bills as a result, though mid-size and larger retail. Okay, so they're looking for, just to be clear here, dealer groups, manufacturers, accountants, and members of Congress have petitioned the U.S. Department of Treasury to invoke a never-before-used section of the federal tax code that would give dealers up to 3 years to restore their inventories to more normal levels. Doing so would not forgive the tax due. It would just pause the reckoning until inventory levels are restored. One second.
Yeah,
'Cause car dealer.
Yeah.
One second.
Yeah.
Dealer
Dealer.
record profits. Let's just see. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe they haven't had record profits, and I
Yeah.
could. Okay, this is from November 15th of last year.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, November 11th.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do this one.
Yeah. Yeah, this was.
This is fine. I mean, it's not like right now, but
Yeah.
I mean, dealerships have already beat 2020's profit record, and this was on. Car dealerships never made more money
Yes.
ever.
Yes. No need to pay taxes on
And
that.
then the homepage of Automotive
we
News.
need to delay this as long as we can.
Again, just to reread what the title of this article was,
Yeah.
just to put it into context.
Yeah.
It was, the inventory crunch has
Yeah.
dealers seeking U.S. relief from big tax bills. Come on.
Come on.
Come on,
What,
man.
Mine.
Come on, man.
Yeah. I mean,
Come
let's. It's all about playing games to reward those that are making money so that they can pay
Come
less in taxes at any given time. And that's what it's about. When the rest of us suckers, us middle class peeps, we get to pay taxes. The whole country runs on the taxes we pay, not on the taxes that the dealerships and big corporations pay.
Record setting
follow.
profits.
Yes, yeah.
And then the freaking homepage of Automotive News
Yeah.
leads with this article.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Why is no one aside from us talking about this? This is hilarious. This is a joke.
Yeah. why
It's
don't they
literally the lead story.
yeah.
Why
It's
the
an
inventory?
industry
I'm gonna read one more
publication.
time. Why the inventory crunch has car dealers seeking U.S. relief from big tax bills. And
Just pay your damn bills.
let me just search. Volvo. Okay, so it's not dealerships, but
Yeah.
you've been listening to us. I could search it like records,
records.
and then the freaking homepage,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Well, we'd have to write a record check to the government. We don't want to do that.
I mean, I learned this type of crap when I was a kid. Like,
What'd you learn?
if I didn't do my chores, I didn't get my allowance.
I didn't know you had chores. Mom paid you an allowance?
You're damn right she did.
Jeez.
I would have never done those chores otherwise. But like, come on, man.
She didn't give you a deferred allowance?
No, I didn't LIFO I didn't create a
Okay.
reserve account.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Mark's got a counterpoint.
Yeah.
If I sold a car for 20% more today, would I want to use cost of goods sold from 2019, especially if I bought that car for 20% more? I don't know. I have no clue, Mark. I ain't no accountant. All I know is profits taxed.
Just pay the taxes. If the tax bill comes due, pay it. I mean, the whole country operates in a deficit. Wouldn't it be nice?
We operate in a deficit.
Wouldn't it be nice just once if, I don't know, everybody paid their fair share and the country didn't have to borrow as much money as it borrows because there was enough money coming in. I don't know. It's just a thought.
I know.
Just Hertz will release.
No,
I can't
come
say
on,
this.
man. I'm the
Oh,
director.
you're in charge.
Who directs the show?
Son of a gun.
Who directs the show?
Who's my daddy?
Who directs the show? Because I gotta play the noise.
What's the noise?
What do you think the noise
Oh,
is?
you got to
Put a pop on?
Oh, Pop one. You know I struggle with these.
Come on,
Look
Pops.
at this. Zach, can you pass the chips?
Pops, you already know we ran out of those hours ago.
I hit the wrong button, but that's
You
okay.
did. Really? You gotta be kidding me. You do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I should have pressed that before
Yeah.
when we did that other story, but we're gonna do it for this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Really,
Yeah.
you got to be kidding me
Yeah.
today. Comes by way of Hertz.
Yes.
Hertz will release records on rental car thefts.
Yes.
That worked.
That didn't really occur. Yeah.
I was surprised they didn't have a Super Bowl ad. Hey, we went bankrupt. Hey,
Yeah.
we're going all in on EVs.
Hey, we got Tom
So
Brady.
we got Tom Brady.
Yeah.
All right. So the story here:
Yeah.
thousands of people have been accused of
Yes.
stealing cars from Hertz.
Yes.
They have
Some of which have.
some of which have, but not
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah, most of which have not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the story. That
Yeah.
is the story. Rental car giant's computer system is apparently at fault for claiming hundreds, maybe thousands of renters stole vehicles. They actually returned as agreed. Over the
Yeah.
past few years, some people who rented cars from Hertz found themselves arrested when
Yeah.
the company told police they had stolen the cars, even though they claimed they were legitimate renters and returned the vehicles on time. It seems now
Yes.
that these cases were mostly mistakes created by Hertz's computer system when it couldn't physically locate a car, maybe even if someone's payment didn't go through. Thanks in part to a CBS News investigation, a Delaware bankruptcy court judge ruled this week that Hertz will have to make thousands of pages of documents in the case public. That's how we're learning
Yes.
more about this.
Yes. And this
This
is not
is
the
incredible.
first time we've heard about this with Hertz.
Oh no, there was
We did
someone
a-
getting arrested
Yes, yes.
at gunpoint.
Yeah, well, the police officers had their guns drawn. Yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
I mean, that is. I think
Otherwise, it might have just been a carjacking.
I think that's technically at gunpoint. And in those cases, it was
Yeah.
all about. Was that no? I think there
That
were.
was the guy that would give him a credit card every Monday, and he saved the receipts on his phone to prove that it had gone through. And they came and arrested him in front of his house.
I thought there were some that were also like Hertz had title issues with vehicles. Wasn't that something as well, or am I just mixing up Hertz and
I think
Carvana now?
I think you're mixing and matching.
I probably am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
Hertz has got some issues.
Yes.
Still worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't know how it works, but,
Yeah,
but
well,
it is.
Just when you go to rent the car, just make sure that it hasn't been reported as stolen to the local police.
Wow. Jane Agme says Hertz paid 160 million to Brady. That'd be incredible. I
Well,
don't know.
hell,
how-
I would have retired too.
yeah.
Jeez. Oh my
Wow,
God.
wow.
Yeah.
All right. so-
I can't say.
Yeah.
That was money well spent.
no, on Tom Brady.
I mean, he's a winner and all that, but my God, he doesn't seem electrified to me.
Yeah, I'm right there with
Yeah.
you. So just to come full circle here
Oh,
for
we're
today's
coming
show,
full circle.
just to come full circle,
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
the latest chip shortage update
Yes.
right back here.
Yeah.
joinya.com/guides/chips-shortage, chip-shortage. Again, the numbers up to 1.253 million projected to be lost.
1,253,100 projected cars lost by the end of the year, and that number will end up probably around 7 times higher than
That's your expectation. I think you're probably right. The total lost, 527,000, is, if we scroll down
Yeah.
back to the first chip shortage update of this year,
that. Yeah.
69% of what
of
the
the
original
original-
projection was
for
for
the
the,
year was-
entire year.
yeah.
And let's actually, we didn't do this before. The projection for North America was 174,300.
Yes. And
The
now-
actual total number lost in North America right now is already 221,000. So we're already over.
Yeah.
So chip shortage, not looking good.
No.
Now, what is looking good?
Yeah. Us.
Okay. Right
And-
there.
And love.
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 We made it simple.
Yes.
Okay. So it's going to pop up and it's going to show love 20. That's wrong.
Yeah.
That's wrong. That's called Zach was doing testing earlier.
Okay.
Okay. You do that, you see what happens.
You get nothing.
Coupon is invalid.
So you just use
You
love.
just use love.
Love. Yeah.
You
And
get
I'm
20%.
sure Subaru won't mind that we're like stealing their tagline.
And if you want to do it on the annual, just come
Yeah.
down here. Just flip
Yeah.
the annual. Because then if you do love,
Yeah. You get
you
20.
apply.
Yeah. What do you get?
I hope
much
it
is
works. I hope
like
it works.
$79 and change.
Yeah, but it's
You got to
slow.
please wait for about a year and a half.
$79.
79.20. Look at that.
Okay. So we
Yeah.
we
And
do
the other is like $15.99.
it's like negligible, honestly. Yeah. But
Well, it's $4.
$4. That's why I put it as 20%. I didn't say you get $4 off. You know?
No.
Marketing.
Yeah, I get it.
We're increasing our marketing expenses.
Yeah.
And
What did that cost?
and
to
we're
do
gonna
that?
we're gonna put that into the LIFO reserve pool.
Oh my God. Just out of curiosity, since this business doesn't make any money, you owe any
Correct.
taxes? Does the company owe any taxes?
I
Will the
don't know.
company owe taxes?
I don't know.
Hmm.
No, we'll probably carry our losses.
Well, you have them. You have losses to carry. That's the good news.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the good
The
news.
bad news is eventually those losses won't be able to be carried forward anymore because the company will cease to
Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, look what happened to Amazon. Oh, wait, it didn't work out like that, did it?
All right. Thank you everyone for joining us here today. Chip shortage update. Let me
Yes.
toss the link in case you want to view it yourself. There it is. Put it in the chat if you want to check it out. There you go. Also, we'll be back tomorrow at noon. It's going to be you and Miss Kimberly Klein.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
And
and
again,
Monday.
next Monday?
And again next Monday. Yeah. I'm not available tomorrow.
Board meeting?
No,
Oh, do I want to know?
I'm just chilling. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Catherine, who does our product design,
Yeah.
she's our head of product design. She's incredible.
Yeah.
She's coming down from New Jersey to work in the office. So I'm going to spend the day working with her.
Where am I working?
We can talk about that offline.
In the office right here?
Yeah, we'll put the green screen up.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'll
with
be.
Miss Kimberly Klein?
But she'll be virtual.
Well, I know she will.
Okay, can we just talk about this off? Can I hit the end?
Folks, we'll see you all tomorrow. Kimberly and I tomorrow. It promises to be a great, great show and a lot less aggravation on my end.
Get out of here. Come on, man.